Yo, what's good, y'all? Bring you know who we are, Uncle Jacky and Doc 718 from Yellow Tape. We out here bringing you the sports show, the panel, spin off for Uncle Jacky Network channel. We bring you season two of football specials, football prediction, mainly the New York Giants, the New York teams in general. Um, but we're going to discuss the New York Mets today, as well as and dive into football. Thank you, Brian, for tuning in as well. Give us a few. We're gonna bring you the show. Man, I don't know how to fucking.
Yes, we're having a little technical
With the
difficulty
game,
right
I'm
now,
standing
but
out in the crowd.
we're good.
Gotta stack that can't stop my vibe. Got the beats banging, speakers pumping loud. I'm the king of the game, standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, gotta stack the cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the scene. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on fire, we the ones in charge. Ain't nothing time, turn it up. Let the beat drop low. Yellow tape everywhere. It's our time to show.
What's good, y'all? Sorry for the technical difficulties we having over here at the moment. I mean, but it happens at times. Um, I can't cam down without, backing up out of here. So we may have some, issues, but Uncle Jackie can hold it down. Welcome to the panel. Welcome, Miss Brinson. Thanks for joining. We was talking about you last show. Appreciate you stopping by. Was goody was goody. Brian, appreciate you stopping by as well. Yeah, we out here. It's the panel spin off of Uncle Jackie network show. You know what I mean? Football show that we had last year. We was giving prediction. We was giving our bets, and you know what I mean, we're trying to get y'all some money in your pocket, you know what I mean, as well. We did double up last year, so we just trying to throw some money in your pocket, give y'all some predictions for the week, you know what I mean, our prediction for the week, and our rundown of our teams as well. What's going on with you, Uncle Jackie? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good and I'm feeling shitty. I'm loving baseball and I'm hating football, but that's just life right now. Shout out to my man
You broke up. Shout out to who?
Francisco Lindor.
Oh, facts, definitely. Did you see what he did today?
I know he broke up a no hitter, smacked a homer over to right field.
His 31st of the
I seen
season
that. I think
homer.
we won again.
His 31st of the season, 108 for as a Met. Um, as you said, he broke up the no hitter from Francis. I think the pitcher name was. Um, and also started a rally for the Mets. In the ninth inning, they
Yep.
was down 1-0. Francisco tied it up, and Mets overcame and
One
made it six
one
two.
6-1, I think. 6-2. Okay, we
Yeah,
won
six
6-2.
one. Yes, 6-2. Yes, 6-2. Um, the Mets haven't lost a
MVP.
series.
MVP.
That's facts. That's facts. Can't deny that man his status. You know what I mean? Because he definitely doing his thing. Mets haven't lost a series in the last 2 months since the All Star break. Before the All Star break, they are just on a tear. You know what I mean? Um, as far as standing wise, oh man, that just killed me with that.
It
We
seems
are.
like Pete Alonso isn't that. It seems like it's Lindor, not Alonso, who's the core,
I
who's the
mean,
centerpiece.
Lindor always been the core, and I mean and if you're gonna say core, he was more the veteran piece that was gonna supposed to gel the core together, and the homegrown players that we were trying to bring up and gel together. You know what I mean? And that goes for the Dominic Smith type of characters, the
The World Series
um
team.
yes, facts. You know what I mean? And he's supposed to be the Joe, but at times injuries plagued us, pitching plagued us. You know what I mean? David Peterson having off and on years. You know what I mean? Every other year, this dude is terrific. You know what I mean?
I
oh,
still
he's
have
off.
faith in David Peterson. I like him.
I mean, you're supposed to. He a lefty. You know what I mean? And he shows signs, so you can't throw that piece out. That's a gem that you can't throw away, and it's hard to find. You know what I mean? But if you see his back of his baseball card, he's inconsistent. You know, he's like every other
Oh
year.
yeah, I
So
know.
if you know he had a good year this year, then you know next year it's something that you have to take a seat back and not push him that much, type of thing. You know what I mean? What's up, Denise? How you doing? Thanks for joining us as well. Far as standing wise, we are 80 and 66. We are 7.5 games behind the Phillies, with the Phillies coming up. We are going to Philadelphia because I'll be at the game Saturday. Um, and we're got a 3 game series with them, and hopefully we can sweep them or take 2 out of 3, and then we'll be 5.5 games behind in the
And
standings.
I'll be
And
at the Braves game. I'll be at the Braves game in 2 weeks when we come down here to smack these dudes and distance ourselves. At least we got to take 2-1 from them, and we got to take 2-1 from Philly. We got to
that's
at least
yeah.
win one from Philly, but we got to stay ahead of the Braves.
But
We
we
got to
got
stay ahead of the Braves.
what was crazy is that we got 7 games against Philly to be exact. So
That's
we
what we got
take
left with them. We got
7.
3 against the Braves.
Yes. So the setup is just awesome at towards the end of the season if we play, taking every series, you know what I mean? And to take 4 or 5 out of 7 from the Phillies, that's closing the gap, man. I think they will lose their heads, bro. Like they will, real talk. I think they cracking. They cracking.
I think
They cracking.
I might try to go to all 3 games. Fuck around because I saw they still got on Wednesday and Thursday. I think they still got tickets. I mean, they on the moon, but they $6. Then I go the
Okay, well
next day
listen.
for $10 because I know my main day is Friday when I'm spending like 30, 40, $50 on a ticket,
Okay.
depending on who goes.
And I'm
But
gonna
I'll
try to
definitely be at the Braves.
I'm gonna try to go live. I'm definitely gonna have some. I don't know about videos because I got clear storage, but I'm gonna try to go live. Or to film a recording and post it on YouTube about the game and try to get some people's
How about you
reaction
just do a
like
show
that.
and I just sit here and run the shit?
We could. I'm not gonna give you access to the shit. Yeah, we can do
Yeah,
that.
like when remember I did the tailgate shit and I just was
Yeah,
walking around and y'all basically just ran the show.
facts. We do that. Yeah. But like I said, the Mets looking good for the final stretch of the month, and for them to be nowhere near contention at the beginning of the season, they were supposed to be a fourth place team in the East, and they just overcame a lot of adversities, and a lot of people stepped up in rotation as far as beginning of the seasons. One person held it
Sean
down.
Mania.
Bader also too. Held it down at the beginning of the season. Um, Pitching,
One
was
open.
a questionable thing, and it's still questionable. But we had solid veterans come and give solid innings and workloads. Pause, on the mound
Without our ace. Without an ace.
without without an ace, without an ace.
Without an
Mania is
ace.
closest to the ace that we have, on our bench.
Uh-huh.
So
And
salute to the Mets.
Severino's pitched well. We've been like we've been doing our thing. Severino surprised me. I knew he could be a good pitcher, but I didn't think he was going to. I thought he was going to be in the high fours with his ERA close to 5. But guys like Jose Buto, the
That was the Giants.
Quintanas, yeah, they come in, they do their job. Even Reed Garrett, every now and then they get to him, but he mostly comes in and he shuts it down,
Yeah.
closes down. You can rely on him. And we've had a
Like I
lot of
said,
injuries because I haven't heard names like Brooks Raley in a while, and we still have these guys. If they're back for the playoffs, we're going to be pretty dangerous if they come back and they're consistent with what they've been doing throughout the season before they got injured. But
right.
shout out to Francisco Lindor.
Yeah, you got to give that dude his flowers. You know what I mean? Because he's always a slow starter coming out the gate, and you have a lot of fans getting on him about how slow he started, how much money he made, yada yada yada. But he always finished the race at a pace that is very consistent with getting his numbers where it need to be at and providing proper productivity from his at bats, for his team towards the end of the year. You can always rely on him according to what I take from the time he been with the Mets.
Listen, that man is a easy Hall of Famer. This is his fifth 30 home run season as a shortstop. His fifth. Only one ahead of him is A-Rod. So and that's 7. He got 7, I believe. Um Lindor, he's going to give you 4 months of outstanding baseball, 6 months of outstanding defense. The 2 months is, yeah, he's a slow starter. I've said this show after show. Just give him time. Let the man get into his own groove. And when he
Even
gets into
before
his
the
own
show,
groove, he hits, huh?
even before this, we had shows. You was talking this, you know what I mean? Inside the group, inside the Mets groups, you know what I mean? You was speaking this,
Yeah,
you
the
was
man,
speaking this, you know what I mean? So
he's
you
notorious for it. He did it in Cleveland. He did it in Cleveland. He's a slow starter offensively.
So, of course, it's gonna hitting second and third, or even first leadoff at times, and he may strike out when we need him in the first 2 months. But eventually, you get over those. You got to call those growing pains. Still, like it's a new season, so there still are growing pains. Year older, it's new competition. Like he has to get adjusted. Let him get adjusted. He's not even 30. And he's not that far much older than Alonso. Maybe 2 years older than Alonso. And
yeah.
I think I would never want to get rid of Lindor. I'll put it that way. I don't want to get rid of Alonso neither, but batting 226 and all that, McNeil, old Nemo. But hey, Lindor for the last 4 months has been the most consistent.
I mean, not even that, but season wise and productivity wise, you want a better at bats coming. You get better at bats coming from Lindor. Lindor could be moved up and down in the lineup. His defense is impeccable. Compared to Alonso, you know what I mean. So if you rather lose one, there's a sure thing which you rather keep. You know what I mean. Yeah, we lost Uncle Jacky, but he be back. But yeah, the Mets is doing their thing. Wasn't gonna spend too much time on the Mets because I wanted to go to NFL season and go give a rundown of the schedule first, and then we're gonna finish the show off with the Jets as well as the Giants. More so, giving more leniency towards the Giants. Yeah, Uncle Jacky. Anything else with the baseball and Lindor? What you see the Mets doing? Where you see
Lost.
us finishing the season at?
We definitely going to get a wild card, be it 1, be it 2. We're getting one of them. Let's go Mets. That's basically it. I hope they keep grinding, keep playing hard. They got a lot of pieces. Like they don't have they don't have big pieces. They have a lot of good pieces. They don't have great pieces where you can just But you got your Jesse Winkers, your Harrison Baders. Like when Harrison Bader got cold, you got Jesse Winker, Tyrone Taylor. They step up, they step in. Uh, but I think we're going to be formidable. We're not going to be a championship team, but this should build confidence towards when in the future when as we're building. We should know what pieces we can keep and what pieces we that can stay.
Facts.
Hopefully, we get
Facts.
Soto.
That'd be nice. That'd be real nice. I mean, especially if you see if he see at the beginning, how the Yankees, weeded out towards the end from the start to the finish, and how the Mets got stronger, as well as not having a team built for contention at the moment. You know what I mean? Because just be
Right.
honest, bro. Like this team ain't built for contention. We wasn't built to be where we at right now, especially a wild card, more or less a one or a two. We got kind of like a choice if we keep on winning out. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're not supposed to be where we at right now due to the step back that we did last year, for the last 2 years, last year actually.
We would
So
be the Marlins without Josh Beckett when they won the World Series and they wasn't supposed to get there.
facts, and we looking good. We looking good for the for. I
Hmm.
like our chances, and I still was counting them out at the end at the mid season and before right before mid season, the All Star break as well. But they show grit and grind. They show that they about their life, and I gotta salute them 100 and that 100%. You know what I mean? Good work, New York Mets. Appreciate you guys.
Word
So yeah,
love.
we gonna move on to the NFL. I'm just trying to post this link for YouTube so everybody can see. Um, yeah, so we're gonna start off with the Thursday night game that we had going on with the Chiefs and the Ravens. We had the Chiefs, edging out the Ravens at the end. Very tight
Toe,
game. Go ahead.
a toe's difference. A big
Yeah,
toe
yeah.
made the difference in that game.
Fact. You said a toe. I didn't know what you said. Yeah, a toe. Yes, fact. A big toe at that. Boys, you know what I mean? Was the difference
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker.
game inches, and there was a lot of critics going against Lamar Jackson. But that was definitely a good game. I don't think he could have did any better than what he did. I mean, as far as number wise, um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think he gonna be. I don't know.
Nah, I think that's his platform. Now, if you mean canceled, I mean, I don't think he gonna take no backlash because the fellas, and at the same time, all the fellas, his fans, they're sitting there saying, "Come on, bro, chill out. There's no need for that. We know you a man, bro. Chill out." That's how I'm thinking. You a man, bro. It's no need.
Yeah, I mean, he may catch backlash from it from people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a
But
little bit.
I do think that um that he alright. He alright for right now. They don't want him that bad. I don't think unless he start bringing some more people on the show, then they gonna twig at and pull at this pause. And I mean,
Probably need to bring Cat back, but that's probably all he need to do. But he's all right. He's not in. His career's not in jeopardy. And the Broncos or the Ravens?
yeah, Brown are probably the Ravens to talk about. Yeah, the Chiefs pulled it out, pulled the win out. Baltimore scored 10 points. I mean, they had to be down by the fourth quarter, but they scored 10 points. Kansas City had seven. As far as stats wise, Lamar Jackson was 26 for 41, 273 yards, one TD, no interceptions. He had 16 carries for 122 yards. Um, Derrick Henry making his debut as a Baltimore Raven, 13 for 46 with one touchdown. Um, And that was pretty much it on the Ravens side. You know, Mahomes was Mahomes. He was 20 for 28, 291 yards, one TD, one interception. Um, Rice, Rasheed Rice, he was 7 catches for 103 yards. But Worthy was the one who scored the lone touchdown reception from Mahomes. But it was a good game. It was definitely a good game.
Yeah, that was one of the better games of the week.
Facts. Going down to the Friday night game, first game in Brazil. Took away Eagles home game. Eagles edged out, beat the Packers 34-29. It definitely was a heartbreaking game for me as far as watching it because I was watching for the reason of watching Saquon Barkley. You know, ex-Giants. I wanted him to remain a Giant. But he went over there, brought his superstarism to what's that? Three?
His touchdowns.
Yeah, three. Definitely three touchdowns. Um, and three touchdowns that we needed as a team. We'd have been in the game, or we'd have been. Things have been looking on our bit different on our end, but we get down to that when we talk about the Giants. But Barkley making his debut as an Eagle, 24 carries, 109 yards, two rushing TDs. On the receiving end, he had two receptions for 23 yards and one touchdown. And the countless blockings that he did, keeping Jalen Hurts up and all things of that nature, was impeccable as well. And also, opening doors for AJ Brown to have a big night, 5 receptions for 119 yards and one TD. You know what I mean? Without Barkley being, covered, that AJ Brown probably wouldn't have been as open as he was. But yeah, that's how the game went. You think the Giants regret that now? I would definitely believe so. Yes, sir.
They were the number one,
Yep.
saved money. If they load up on Saquon, you show them you got faith in them. 3 years guaranteed. Make that fourth year not even optional. Make it incentive laden because he of course will be 30, 31. Make it incentive laden. Let him reach his heights, and you showed him respect for at least most of his career.
Mhm.
Even if he don't retire a Giant, he goes into the Hall because he would as a Giant.
Yep.
He would have felt
Um,
respected because the man gave us his whole his body. He gave us his body for what, 6 years?
Facts.
But he deserved more respect than what he got.
Well,
Yo,
appreciate
appreciate you, Tay. What's good,
it.
bro?
Yeah, so Jordan Love played a good game as well. He had 17 for 34, 260 yards, two TDs, one interception. Definitely did his
Injured.
thing. He got injured as well. Playing on a poorly grass. The field that they had going on in Brazil, that was a horrible field. The players didn't know, pretty much what to wear as far as cliques wise. Um, but he's also ruled out for Sunday's game. So the injury is kind of bad. I think it's an ankle injury, if I'm not mistaken. But he should be back in by about week 3. I'm going with the Eagles stats. Jalen Hurts 20 for 34, 278 yards, two TDs, two interceptions. Pretty much, I told you what Barkley did, and the receiving reception TDs went to AJ Brown and Barkley. Going down the line, I'm not giving all the stats to these teams. I'm just going to give you the stats, and if you want to discuss any one of these games in particular, you know what I mean, you could just, chime in at any time. We
Yeah,
had the
that's all
Saints
good.
and the Panthers. Saints was home and they won 47-10 over the Panthers. Um, we had the Patriots beating the Bengals, which was a surprising game.
Upset.
Definitely know
Upset.
a lot of people lost money on that game right there alone. If you had a parlay pick anywhere in between there, because the Bengals was definitely a short pick against the Patriots. Starting off with their new coach. You know what I mean? And they won 16-10 over the Bengals. Steelers beat the Falcons 18-10. As we know, Russell Wilson didn't. He was inactive before the game, but this guy wanted to come out and still have practice and warm up with his pads on and be on the sidelines with his pads, which is only the Russell Wilson thing to do. Salute to you. I appreciate you. I mean, I say that in a sarcastic way, like
Yeah,
Russell
he
Wilson.
thought my man was gonna get pulled. He thought my man was gonna get pulled.
But he was inactive. It didn't matter. Like you
Yeah,
can't
yeah, it
come
didn't
in.
even matter.
Like you were dressed up for no reason. But I mean, I guess getting inside the getting into the routine of it. But my dude, like you was inactive. Like you were just hot over there for no reason. Like it was weird.
Right. It's sitting there hot for no reason.
It was hot for no reason. Um,
My boy
Big
managed a
game.
good game though.
Oh, yeah. Fields, 17 for 23, 156 yards. Definitely didn't throw away the game. He ran for 57 yards. He didn't throw no TD or rush for no TD. It's a tight defensive game. Like
Yeah,
kicking game,
definitely.
yeah,
Six field goals.
yeah, it was kicking game, definitely a kicking game.
Shout out to Chris Boswell. 6 field goals. That's crazy. Not crazy, but crazy.
Yeah, facts. But he got his link, got his money for the rest of the season. I mean, he don't have to. He good. He good.
Right.
16 in 1 game. He don't have to kick for the next week. Next week he should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the next game. We had the Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts. That was a tight game.
Yeah.
Pause. 29-27 was the final outcome of Houston Texans winning. We had our C.J. Stroud, 24 for 32, 234 yards, 2 TDs. Joe Mixon ran over there for 30 carries, 159 yards, and 1 TD. He was a
But
beast.
hold on. Well, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fact. Anybody notice that stat he didn't mention when he talked about CJ Stroud? He said
Interception.
two, and then Joe Mixon. Two, and then Joe Mixon. They're going to get Super Bowl winners this year. I said it. Again.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah,
Second year
yeah,
quarterback.
yeah.
And he might be
And
MVP this year. Let's go.
and and with his receiving corps, he had Collins catching 6 receptions for 117 yards. Tank Dell 3 receptions for 40 yards, and the new addition Stephon Diggs 6 receptions for 33 yards and 2 TDs. You know what I mean? So definitely was great over there. You know what I mean? You don't have to go for the big bang bang play to get the touchdown. Now you're
Them
gonna strip
receivers can
rush.
make the bang bang plays.
Facts. So it's gonna happen. His numbers gonna look great as long as he keep his interceptions down, which we seen last year was to a bare minimum. And since he only could get better because you could read the defense better, you know what to expect, and you're more prepared. I think we somebody the NFL's in trouble. NFL's in trouble and got a
Yes.
new face. Got a new face to watch. You know what I mean? So
Let's
yeah,
go. Shout out to
and
Ohio State. Let's go.
and going to
Justin
Colts
Fields and
side.
Stroud.
Cause I like Anthony Richardson. Now I mean he was 9 for 19, which is bad. You know what I mean, but
Yeah.
could do better. 212 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. On the
So
rushing
he threw
side,
deep.
yeah, he got his yards off. You know what I mean, or run out to catch one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, Rushing side, he rushed for 6 carries, 56 yards, 1 TD, and Jonathan Taylor 16 carries, 48 yards, and 1 TD. On the receiving end, Alec Pierce, excuse me, Three receptions, 125 yards, and one TD. And Austin Dillon, he was one reception for 54 yards and one TD. So he do a
Yeah,
bomb
that's
to
the
keep that.
that's the bomb. Yep.
Yeah. So you play football, stats wise, so you read that perfectly, sir. Yeah, so that was a tight game. I both said these two teams gonna be playoff bound. I definitely said the Texans look like a NFL championship team. So I do see them going to the championship game. So there's a long season ahead of us.
Oh
Going down the
yeah.
line, we had the Buffalo Bills and the Cardinals. As you know,
Hold up. One thing I want to keep tradition up real quick. I'm a fan of the Houston Texans. I said that last season too. I ain't a fan of the Giants until they got to do what they got to do. So I'm rooting with the Texans. CJ Stroud's world. Yeah, I'm a Giants fan. Yeah, I have no choice. But I said who's going to win the Super Bowl this year. Now I'm telling you that I'm on the Texans bandwagon. I'm gonna call it now. Not really, because as soon as CJ Stroud got drafted, so my heart went. Let's go.
that's facts.
I believe in CJ Stroud.
I definitely agree with you over there, bro. And you made me a believer last year with him. So all eyes was open on him last year when I was watching him. And I do think that he's a quality quarterback, if not going to be a great quarterback. If he's not there already, you know what I mean? Because I consider him a great quarterback. Got an arm, he could read defenses. He lacked throwing interceptions, making bad decisions, and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So kudos and salute to CJ Stroud. Going
Yeah,
down the
Bruce,
line, I
man,
got
stud.
the
Pause.
Cardinals is 28 to the Buffalo Bills 34. Josh Allen did his thing. He threw two TDs, 232 yards. And he also ran in for two TDs, 9 carries and 39 yards. Defense, did their thing. I mean, it wasn't really a defensive game, but towards the end, um, the defense held it down. Going to see at the big addition to Arizona last year, Marvin Harrison Jr. He had one reception for 4 yards, and it was a quote after the
They missed
game
him
saying,
wide open down the field. You see,
"Yeah,
they missed him wide. He was wide open. Those are the disadvantages of having a quarterback that's 5'7" or whatever
yeah,
height. He is 5'7", right? 5'8".
5'8", 5'7", somewhere along them little lines." Pause.
Yeah, everybody's
Mhm.
not. Even Doug Flutie used to jump to see over his line. So I mean, if you've seen Doug Flutie, you've seen him jump to see over his line. It was crazy, and it's a testament to his line because if you're able to jump and not worry about being hit on the landing, you know your line is holding up well.
Mhm.
Shout out to Doug Flutie.
Salute, salute. Going down the line, and that's perfect timing because he Doug Flutie with the Buffalo Bills. So definitely the perfect timing with that call and that name right there. We had the Dolphins and the Jaguars. Dolphins won by a field goal, 20-17 in Miami. Before the game, we had Tyreek Hill getting arrested, getting
Yeah,
put in
that's
cuffs,
crazy.
and being a little rough handled by the police. Um, and then just to be him taking out the cuffs and being able to go play the game, which is a wild and crazy thing if you go watching video and police can't footage of it. Um, but yeah, he scored a touchdown. I don't got his stats up, but I know he scored a touchdown during the game. So to get cuffed up and then be cuffed up by your teammate at the end, pause, because his teammate for the celebration act like he was getting cuffed up. That was cool. You know what I mean? Um, Going down the line, we had the Broncos and the Seahawks. We had Geno Smith pull it out for us. 26-20. That was mad pause.
That was
Yeah, he won the game over there, 26-20 over the Broncos. Broncos still getting their losing ways. Um, which game was very disappointing to me was the Chargers and the Raiders. I thought the Raiders were going to have a little bit better fight than what they did over the Chargers. Chargers won 22-10. Um, Cowboys, who just signed over Dak Prescott to a multi-year contract, got a win over the Browns, 33-17, in Cleveland. That was a good defensive game for Mike. What's his name? Michael Parsons. Yeah, for Parsons, the linebacker over there. He definitely had a hell of a defensive game. Going down the line, we got the Commanders losing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 37-20. That was a rough start for Jalen Daniels, who 17 for 24, 184 yards. Not bad as far as stats wise, but number wise of yards. Probably was dumping it off a lot for us. But
yeah, it definitely was with that number.
um, Baker Mayfield looking like Baker Mayfield old or young, I should say. He was 24 for 30, 289 yards, 4 TDs, no interception. That was a hell
Man,
of a
he was
game
doing
for
this
him.
last year, brother. He was doing this last year. Now I
Yeah,
believe
you
in
see
Baker
that
Mayfield.
you was calling his name last year, Paul. You know what I mean? So I definitely recognize what you're saying. I gotta give him kudos. That's why I read down his number line because he definitely stood out and outperformed um that that game. But that was also against the Commanders, so it is what it is.
I
You
mean,
see
you
what
do what you're supposed to do against who you're supposed to do it against, though.
that's
Like, you
facts.
know, if
That's
Michael
facts.
Jordan played me in ball, I don't expect to score. You know what I
That's
mean? Like, so you played the Commanders, you're supposed to slap the Commanders, and he slapped the Commanders.
facts.
Yeah,
Madden numbers, you know what I mean?
yeah, I
Um,
appreciate it too.
Sunday night game, which was also a terrific game that went into OT, and the Lions defeated the LA Rams.
Rams.
That was a good game that the Rams came back
That
from the
was a
second.
good game.
And then the Lions was trying to go with Gibbs for the fourth quarter, but Gibbs wasn't getting nowhere, so they put their big man in. Pause. Can't remember. Williams. Oh, pause. Montgomery. David Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Yeah, they put him in, and he just took over the fourth quarter and OT. Like, yo, give me it. He was like, give me the ball, and I'll watch me bring it
I
down
should
the
be starting anyway.
Facts. That's what he was saying. He was making a name for it. So he was 17 for 91 with 1 TD. But it was a good game. It was definitely a good game. Like I said, in the second half, the Rams came back and clawed back, um, and almost outscored the Detroit, but Detroit pulled it off in OT, and then give the Rams the opportunity to go down the
He
field
scored a
and have
touchdown. Yep.
facts. So yeah, kudos to Detroit and Dan Campbell over there. Definitely a team to look out for. And Monday night finale, we had the 49ers and the Jets. Aaron Rodgers making his Jets start after having a 4-play injury last year.
One out of
Started
two
off,
ain't bad, baby. One out of
yeah,
two ain't bad. I
he
predicted
played.
this loss.
Yeah, that would happen. I mean, we definitely did because 49 is definitely a powerhouse team, but their
Yeah.
powerhouse plays wasn't the major plays on there to provide the 1-2 punch. You know what I mean? Besides Debo, we had Mason, Jordan Mason.
Yeah. Jordan Mason. Shout
He
out to
he
Jordan Mason.
28 carries, 147 yards, and 1 TD. They didn't have their starting running back. He was out with injury. So this guy stepped up. I think he had 6 round pick, if I'm not mistaken, or 4th round pick. And
He's
Jennings is a
25
six
years
round.
old.
Yeah, one of these guys is a 6th round pick. Jennings, who
Oh, Jawan, right? Jawan
the
Jennings.
one, yeah, he was the guy who shined for them with 5 receptions, 64 yards. And I mean, he just had major plays, major catches at times where they needed, and where other guys wasn't able to provide the spark, such as Kittles or Debo. You know what I mean?
4 for 40. Yeah, 4 for 40.
Yep.
Debo was like 6 for 54 or something like that.
They're 5 for 54.
Five
Yeah.
for
So
54. Right.
and what's his name? Anoke. What's his name? Brandon.
Ayuk only
Brandon.
had was like 2 for 14,
You
2 for 28.
2 for 28 facts. So you on point. So there it goes. That's how that went. Aaron Rodgers for 13 for 21. He threw a
That's an
TD at the
aberration, y'all. That's an aberration because he's going to be fine maybe by week 3. Remember, he and who else was it that was quarterback, and they didn't play all of last year, so they got to find a groove. I'm trying to think of who the hell the other one was. I meant to make that point before while you were speaking on it. And when you miss a whole year, you gotta you gotta give that person a chance to get back into the groove. Aaron Rodgers is what, 38 years old, 39, so he's not gonna take as long. He just has to cut down on the stupid mistake trying to
fourth quarter.
squeeze it,
Uh-huh.
yeah, force shit into pause places.
And then getting into routine with contact with the players that you have, because he got chemistry with old receivers. You know what I mean? But just getting in routine with Jarrett, Wilson, and the running back dump offs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
With Bryce Hall. You know what I mean? But I mean, if
Brees.
you look at the stats, why Brees Hall, yeah. As long as he continue on, getting this chemistry, getting and practices with these guys, he only gonna get better because he's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's not rusty as far as
Yeah,
like
it's not gonna. Yeah,
brittle. You know what I mean? You gotta watch out for. Y'all dropping the link. You want to jump on the show? Ass is cooked, by the way. Gotta stay out of your emotions. 49ers are
yep.
a machine, just like aren't that
Oh
bad.
yeah. The Jets aren't that bad. That's why I'm saying this is an aberration because I still got them going. What I had 12-5, definitely 12-5.
hmm Going down the line too. Tyrod Taylor came in for some
Six
for
for
the
eight
game.
and a
He was six
touchdown.
with a touchdown, looking better than DJ. Um, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
no, you can't even count that because it's garbage time, bro.
What? That's your name on Facebook?
You can drop the link in the comments. Drop the link in the
All
chat.
right, cool. Let me do that now. Hold on. I ain't got no problem with
Nah,
that.
Garrett Wilson, good, brother. He been good with the worst quarterbacks, bro. Blessings.
Thank you.
Blessings. Yeah, he's been putting up his numbers with garbage. So for him to have Aaron Rodgers, it's oh boy, don't worry. Like I said, this is an aberration. They played the team that the Texans are going to play in the Super Bowl. So you know these are growing pains right now. This is Aaron Rodgers' first year. Oh, Anthony Richardson, he's going to have growing pains because he's still a rookie. He didn't play last year. When he played the first game and was injured. So him and Aaron Rodgers, they gotta, Aaron Rodgers is gonna be better off than he is, but if he is who he's supposed to be, meaning Anthony Richardson, he'll be all right as well. Because I was rooting for him too last year when he got drafted. Ready to move on? Oh, you still trying to oh, there you go. But yeah, Garrett Wilson, he's the real deal. He's definitely the real deal. And I ain't just saying that because he went to the Ohio State. Yeah, what's good, Brose?
What's splashing? How y'all
Ain't
boys
nothing,
holding
ain't
up?
nothing.
What's down with
We
it,
cooling,
Jacky?
we cooling.
What's down with
Welcome
it,
to the
Jacky?
show, bro.
I be
Yeah,
fucking with
ain't nothing, bro.
man. I fuck with Jacky, bro. That's my dog.
That's what's up.
Appreciate
That's
you,
what's
Brose.
up.
Motherfucker, that's my motherfucking homie, bro.
That's what's up. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
Um,
definitely, bro.
a lot of parity week one. You know what I'm saying? Most NFL seasons you gotta wait till about week 5 to figure out who people is, but this is a rare NFL week one where you kind of saw the difference between the great teams and the teams that are gonna draft top 10. You get what I'm saying? Now, as we mentioned before in the comment section, the Jets are likely a better team because one thing about the Jets, they might have Aaron Rodgers, but keep this in mind, they're built defensively. And defensive teams normally are the best teams in the league. You know,
hmm
the Jets
Facts.
have a good old line. And don't my boy play left tackle for the Jets now? Trent not Trent Williams. Who's the left tackle for the Jets, if I'm not mistaken? They got a Pro Bowl left tackle. They have one of the best D tackles in the NFL in Quentin
Yeah, hold on.
Williams.
We'll see.
Like a guy, keep on talking. He's looking up the name for your left tackle, for the left
Yeah,
tackle. For
man.
the Jets.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm a Saints fan, but the thing is, I fuck with the Jets because my partner from my hometown, he played for
Okay.
y'all. He played for the Jets. Running back from my hometown. Man. He was actually cool.
Right.
My brother. Oh, Elijah McGuire played for y'all. He from my hometown, so I fuck with the Jets low key, man. You know what I'm
That's what's
saying?
up.
But you
And
know the. Hmm?
no, no,
I
good.
tap on
I
the
was gonna
Jets.
agree with you with the Jets. How the Jets is a defensive team. You know what I mean? Um,
Oh,
and,
shit.
and what they asking for is for
Yo,
their quarterback not to throw it away. Go ahead, brother. Who?
Tyron Smith from the
Yeah, from the
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Yeah, that's
Bro.
one of the great. That's one of the greatest in the game today. So y'all good there, but what y'all ran into is one of the best teams of our era. You know, the 49ers are a well-ran machine. Their ownership, a couple years
hmm
back, they played money ball, and what they did was basically, man, they gambled. You know, they said, hey, we're one of the richest franchises in sports. Either we gonna be dominant this decade, or we're gonna blow money on a bunch of dudes who ain't gonna be that good. So what they basically did was they said, you know what? We may not have a Pro Bowl quarterback, but we're going to have the best roster everywhere else. We're going to have the best O line, the best defensive line, one of the best secondaries, and we're going to lead our team with a great running back, and we're going to have a great head coach. And, you know, I was talking to Jackie about this, bro. The 49ers are one of the few teams in football that can whoop your ass without a quarterback. Not saying Brock Purdy is bad, but here's the thing, though. What's Brock Purdy's not standing and going toe to toe with Aaron Rodgers for 4 quarters, but he ain't got to. He ain't got
No,
to.
One
You
thing,
know.
one thing
really
about
don't.
Kyle Shanahan that I always agreed about, and I always said this to Uncle Jackie, was his schemes, his blocking scheme, his father. He learned from his father, you know what I mean? And that
Hmm.
blocking scheme in Detroit, well, I mean, and Denver was
Denver.
impeccable. You know what I mean? With Terrell Davis when they won
Zone
championship.
blocking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
man.
zone blocking is impeccable. You know what I mean? And no
Hmm.
matter who you have in that quarterback, as long as he's not making bad decisions, you should be good, in any game, but your running game is going to be sick. You know what I mean? As you've seen with this guy who had 28 carries and 147 yards. Like who is this guy? You know what I mean?
Right.
Debo Samuel didn't do that. The defense schemes were prepared for these named guys, and that's what the
Hmm.
Jets did. They was a scheme. I mean, play scheme for these guys for the given week.
Hmm.
Granted, when they had that first round pick, or what's the dude name that they just let go before Aaron Rodgers, and he was dead last year.
Yeah.
Him,
Yeah, the
he was
quarterback.
like, he
Yeah,
was he
he's
was
already
throwing
been forgotten about.
interceptions. He was throwing
So
interceptions like crazy. Like the Jets
yeah,
just asked for you to manage a game. You know what I mean? And he wasn't a good managing as far as game. And
yeah,
if you got the best guy behind the helms of your center, and one of the best ever played the game, because Aaron Rodgers is one of them. You know what I mean? Like you could do with him, just not overdoing it, doing the Brett Favre. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And doing too much.
Y- And speaking of Zach Wilson and Jackie, know I'm a
Yeah,
sports dude.
exactly.
So Jackie know. So I be fucking with Jackie for a little minute now. So I'm a sports dude and shit like that. So I like to look at film and shit. Um, I'm not gonna dog out Zach Wilson, man, because I don't know the man personally, but I will talk about his game on the field. The reason why I wasn't too high on him getting drafted to y'all, New York, is because I don't so I'm from down south. And even though Zach Wilson is from, Utah and stuff, he's from the West Coast, right? But I always look at stuff like, okay, this guy, Zach Wilson, doesn't have what I would call a big arm like that. And to come to a place like New York where the weather is treacherous, it is like y'all are native New Yorkers, right? I'm pretty sure
Right.
like the weather's pretty treacherous in the East Coast. It's cold, it's windy. And as I watched
Mhm.
Zach Wilson's highlight tape when he was at Brigham Young, um, I never saw Zach Wilson make a throw that tore through the wind like that. I never seen him make a throw where the damn ball came out. Like for example, Anthony Richardson could throw a football if the thing was a brick. That's how powerful he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony
Mm-hmm.
Richardson's a big, overbearing. Also, another guy who has a hell of an arm, even though
The Patriots.
Patriot, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dude for the
I knew
Patriots.
where you were going.
Yeah, people like that. He can throw a football. Yeah, Joe Milton, which
Yeah.
those are big men. Those are guys who are blessed by God Himself to be big people. You know what I mean?
Right.
But Zach Wilson is 6 foot 5'11", not a small dude, but not heavy either, like 190. Like what made him special in college was the fact that, let's face it, he didn't play in like the SEC, and then number two, the offense was geared around him. Which,
Mm-hmm.
hey, man, that's how in basketball. There's some basketball play. There's in basketball. There's some teams that they marry their whole team around one person. You know that shit go. But what I'm saying about Zach Wilson, I don't think he worked out in New York because you have to be a different type of animal to play in New York. Like Eli Manning was a lot of things, but Eli Manning, he might have been a pick machine. But if you ever watch Eli Manning throw a football, the football comes out of his hand it comes out of his hand like a shotgun. He always had a powerful arm. He just wasn't the most, he's a gunslinger, but you got to be a different type of creature to throw a football in a place like New York.
That's fact.
This
Anywhere
is
in the Northeast corner, yeah, you're right.
You know,
You're right. And I just think Zach Wilson also wasn't built for, as far as characteristic wise, like, because the media would chew you up in here in a minute. You know what I mean? And I just
yeah.
think that he wasn't built for that. You know what I mean? He wasn't ready for it. You know what I mean? And again, we didn't discuss the Giants as of yet, but to talk about our quarterback,
Do
um,
we have to?
yeah, we do. Sorry, but it's just that his decision making is horrible. You know what I mean? Him reading the
Mm-hmm.
defense is horrible. When we could expect that, being the fact that um, that um you didn't have that defensive caliber or the heavy, you didn't face teams of certain caliber, high caliber in college, but a certain amount of years you have to transition, and go past a certain level, and he's just digressing every year. If you ask me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what made them put that money into him, but is it true? At the end of this year, we're rid of him.
yeah, and
Well,
you know, Daniel Jones came out of Duke, and let me be the first person to tell y'all, I have a lot of respect for New York, man. I have a lot of respect for y'all. Y'all are the city of stars, right? Y'all, it's to play professional sports in the city of New York is both a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because
Oh
you're
yeah,
you're you're in the capital of the of,
hmm
of, of the world's media. It's a curse because there's only so few people that have ever lived in the world who could ever do that, right? Be the
hmm
star quarterback for the New York Giants. Respectfully,
two,
I
two from
think,
what I know.
yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
and but necessary, if and be honest with you, okay, if Eli didn't win a championship or if Phil Sims didn't win a
Two,
championship, they would still be
two.
considered good quarterbacks as far as New York legends. You
The
know what I mean?
metric.
Yes,
But
sir.
Yeah, yeah.
but but in the same token, we wouldn't look at them as being great quarterbacks or how we look at them in that certain light. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I understand what you're saying with that. With that being said, but you have you have like Brett Favre, for instance. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
How many championships he won in Green Bay? What, one,
One,
two,
Yeah,
one,
he won.
one,
He won one.
one,
He
one,
right?
lost the other.
one.
He
So,
lost the other.
but he would be always considered as one of the greatest quarterbacks that ever played the game. Go
Aaron
to
Rodgers too. He only got one.
go go back to John Elway. You understand? Dan Marino didn't win no championship, but his name
Oh,
still
Elway got
rings
two
out.
Hmm.
Elway got who?
because he
Yeah,
had a damn laser attached to his damn shoulder.
One of the greatest athletes ever played quarterback. My bad, I didn't mean to cut. Yeah, John Elway
mm-hmm.
is one of John
Right.
Elway's tape. John Elway was a white Cam Newton if you really watch him athletically. Not as
Mm-hmm.
fast as
Yeah,
Cam,
he
but
could run. He could
yeah,
run.
Mm-hmm.
John Elway is
Yeah.
one of John Elway was ahead of his time, and that term gets thrown out a lot. Like people will say people like Penny Hardaway is ahead of his time, which is true to an extent.
He definitely was. He definitely
Which is
was.
true.
No,
Which is
he was
true.
he was doing the Warren. It was a Warren move.
Warren Moon
He
was
was a
ahead of his
running. He was
time.
a running gun type. He was running the gun type of
Hmm.
quarterback. And again, it goes down to Shanahan and him being an offensive lineman coach back then. You understand, doing that
Yeah,
zone scheme and giving your center, your right guard, let them open up them gaps for us and let your running back run through. Cause he was doing draws. You know what I mean? He wasn't doing like bootlegs, that much bootleg.
yeah,
He was doing draws. You know what I mean? And then it was scheme blocking. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from John Elway too, because he was one of the greatest. You know, like you say, he was before his time in a sense. But I think that like he was emulating Warren Moon, the Randall Cunningham of
hell
the time.
yeah.
So you got to
I'm
remember
sure
they
he'll
was
tell
out
you
there.
that. I'm sure
You
he'll
know what I
probably
mean?
tell you that. But
But well, I guess for white guys, he was ahead of his time, man. Because you
Hmm.
ain't the
yeah,
only other
Hmm.
guy
yeah,
that was doing that was Steve
Yeah.
Young. That was the only
Yep.
guy that could run,
Yep.
and
Yep.
still, Steve Young was better than Elway to me. But yeah,
And give it credit too. He was up in the mountain, high altitude doing that. So
Tennessee. People,
give him
yeah,
credit. You know, what I
man.
mean, I give him credit.
Tennessee
You know,
was
what I mean, salute
I
to
one of
him.
love
our
John
favorite
Elway.
players.
Yeah, I
Well,
love John
talking
Elway.
about Denver. Excuse me, Denver. But
Yeah, Denver, Mile High.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all about Daniel Jones. I think he's one of the most poorly scouted athletes in the history of sports. I
I'm
don't.
gonna tell you something about. I'm gonna part, man. I'm gonna cut you off.
No,
Shout out
go
to
ahead,
Uncle
go ahead.
Boo.
It's your
What's
show.
good? Check out Uncle Boo. Nah, you're a guest, so I ain't supposed to cut you off. Not one bit. I'm supposed to let you speak and get your vibe off. Part me. Shout out to Uncle Boo LLC. Thanks for joining, bro. But continue on what you were saying, brother. Because what you were saying, you was hitting a note, and I want to rebuttal that too. You know what I mean? Or put a quote on it. Part me.
You know, the Giants are too rich of a franchise to have wasted so many resources scouting Daniel Jones. I remember him at Duke. I actually remember Daniel Jones when he was in high school. I remember him when he was at the one of those camps, and I even said to myself, "Bruh, nothing about him stood out besides the fact that he had good fundamentals. He's not.
And and,
He's a yeah, and he's
and,
tall. I mean, he's 6'6". You know what I'm saying?
and he was coached by Peyton Manning, by Manning, coach. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they took that into
Yeah,
heavy consideration. You know what I mean? When they scouted him, because they scouted him for a long period of time, like he was a shit. But I thought Drew, not Drew Lock, but somebody that I think somebody on the West
we had a
Coast
chance
picked
at
up.
Mahomes, bro. We
No,
had
it
a chance
wasn't
at
Mahomes.
Mahomes, bro.
Yeah, we
No,
did
we
have
had
a
a
chance
chance
at
at
him.
They
him.
were in the
No,
same
yeah,
draft,
yeah.
weren't they? Jesus,
We had a
I
chance
just
at
Jesus.
think,
Mahomes.
yeah,
I want
that's
to go on a
crazy.
record saying I'm a better quarterback. I'm going on a record saying I'm a better quarterback than Daniel Jones.
That's
You
and
see,
I
I
I
learned
feel
the
didn't
bad,
laugh.
defense. I
man.
learned how to watch. I learned how to read defense in 1 year, and I was a
You see,
receiver my whole life. I learned how to read defense in 1 year.
I didn't
I
laugh.
can tell who the hell's. I know who's blitzing. I know when they're blitzing.
You see, I didn't laugh. You see, I didn't spit out pores in my soda that I just, drinking. So yeah, I believe you, bro, and I know you. I know you better than Daniel Jones.
Bruh, why couldn't I be 6'6"?
Like
Like
I've
what? Like
never
it's
seen
so
him make a
easy to read
throw.
it.
I've never seen him make a throw that made me think to myself, forget an elite throw. I've never seen Daniel Jones make a throw. Like you can look at Anthony Richardson made a throw the other day that I thought to myself, that boy going to the Hall of Fame one day, bro. Daniel Jones has never made a throw that I thought to myself, that boy should be in the NFL. Not one.
No, no,
Not one,
I
bro.
can't say that. I think Daniel Jones. Well, maybe it is his fundamental. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just his posture and his footwork inside. Maybe I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple of times I argue with Jack. You know what I mean? I remember saying it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go on the show saying it too. You know what I mean? I remember saying that he don't got a bad arm. You know what I mean? Like his arm is not bad. You know what I mean? In my opinion,
It's not.
it's his
It's
decision
this
making.
that's bad.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like
this that's
he just
bad.
like
Decision making.
a deer in headlights. Like he don't know what's going on. And you've been in this league for 6 years. Now, granted that
It's been
you've been
that
in the league,
long.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and you granted that you have so many offensive coordinators, so many coaches. Like, I could take that, but so far. But after a certain amount, you got to be like, nah, I'm not throwing it there because I don't see that I could fit that in there because it hasn't been fitting inside there. Like, it's not
Well,
working out.
he breaks down too fast. He's
Yeah.
he like I don't know if it's post traumatic stress from us having these horrible lines, but he don't sit there and let the play develop. That's why when you see Tyrod Taylor come in, Tyrod Taylor looks like a Hall of Famer. When he came in last year, when he stepped in for the Giants, he looked like a goddamn Hall of Famer because he sat there. He sat, and he's Tyrod Taylor is probably an inch taller than me, and I'm probably heavier than he is. But he sat there and he waited for plays to develop. And he threw the ball. He made the right decisions. Daniel Jones don't even let the plays develop. And if he
You don't.
does, he's sitting there. He will sit there and stare at Malik Neighbors until Ray Lewis is sitting right there ready to kill him. So it's like, bro, what are you doing, man? Why are you staring? You're
That's a
supposed to look
special.
the defense one way.
Yeah,
Look
man.
them somewhere. Don't give them a. You're supposed to have your head on a swivel. Pause.
I
And
agree
And
then
with
you check the Malik Neighbors. He shouldn't even be the first person you look at unless it's a route that's
R-
timing.
like a RPO or something like that.
Like come on, like a quick slant or something like that. Then I could get it because this is timing.
That's a
But even
special,
on a
special.
curl route, I'm not looking at him on a curl route. He will stare down whoever the receiver is on a curl route.
that.
Bro, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's a
Like,
special, special athlete. Y'all got a wide receiver right now, man. I hope y'all enjoy him, bro. That's a
Yeah, we
real
man,
only got
deal.
4 years. We got 4 years, so we got at least we got to get a quarterback that's good enough to keep him after he does the next three. Because Daniel
Yeah,
Jones ain't it.
yeah, bro. Sucks, man. And I feel for y'all, bro. I'm going through it right now. Hopefully he's better this year. I'm going through it with my guy right now, bro.
Man, I'll take Derek Carr any day.
Hmm.
facts.
Well, his it's a hell of a
Shit,
challenge this week.
give me the brother, give me David Carr.
You
I don't
serious?
care.
Oh no.
You know why I'm saying that? If he's the most sacked person in the NFL, what does being the most sacked person in the NFL mean? I stand in the pocket. I stand in the pocket. And I play for the Houston Texans. So if he played for a even halfway decent line that we got now, why not have David Carr? And David Carr, as you said, throwing the ball through that wind, David Carr's arm is better than Derek Carr's.
Hmm.
David Carr
Yeah,
had a little rocket launcher on his right arm.
Hmm.
So I would take him. I would take any real quarterback over Daniel Jones. I'll take Josh Dobbs. Let's do it.
I would do it
He's a
too,
good
bro.
he's a good quarterback, bro.
Hmm.
Yes, very
Hmm.
underrated. And he got injured at the wrong damn time and
We,
basically
we was
lost his
happy with
spot.
Tyrod. We was happy with Tyrod Taylor, but
We were
they just
so
wanted to
happy
give
with
it away.
Tyrod Taylor.
They wanted to give it away to our tenants. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It is what it is.
To our tenants, right. And all it cost was $5 million. Man, Drew Lock was $5 million. I'd have gave Tyrod Taylor that money and 2 years. I'd have gave him 2 years. Let's go. Everything guaranteed. Because whoever comes in next, we're gonna need you to school them because you are a prototypical quarterback. You're just undersized. That's the only problem with Tyrod Taylor. He's undersized. And he's
5'11".
yeah, 5'11", between 5'11" and 6'1". I thought he was 6'1".
I mean, I
I thought
remember
he
him
was
in
taller than
college.
me.
I thought because I remember him in college at V Tech. I thought he was like 5'11", 6 feet. But I
Yeah.
could be
All right, so
wrong though.
but he's still short. Either way, he's still a short quarterback, and then he's only 197 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So them hits, he gets broken easy. That's the only reason he probably won't be successful in the NFL, as successful as he should be, because he
Mhm.
genuinely is a good quarterback. He's definitely a good. I watched him in Buffalo. I didn't even turn the TV. I was just sat there like, wow, he's all right, and he runs when he has to. He looks first and runs when he has to, depending on what's
Yeah.
in front of you, meaning the line. So I
I tell,
respect that.
I tell y'all one thing: the division's wide open. I mean, I know Dallas because I got him this weekend, and we chopping at the bit to see how we gonna match up with them. But, bruh, the Philadelphia Eagles don't look as unbeatable as they did 2 years ago. They don't look unbeatable at all. Even with Saquon Barkley, who I still think is a superstar, man, I see a lot of holes on their roster.
I
They
mean,
don't.
their
They don't.
defense, their defense is not as strong as it was a couple of years ago. And I mean, they ain't got no, they ain't covered their linemen right. They ain't recovered from losing any linemen, and their defensive line is just very suspect. You know what I mean?
Because
I think it's just the beginning of the season. Just give them after week 3, week 4, they should be who they're going to be. So we should know
Now,
about their offense is solid. They should be
yeah,
that should be not be the problem. But we'll know after week 3, week 4 what the Eagles are made of, because I got them. The only team better than them is the 49ers, in my opinion.
that's
that's
what
a
I think as well too.
yeah.
I
Me
follow that
too.
suit. I mean, as far as coming out from the NFC, I
Yeah.
mean,
That's a tough place to
but
play at too. I heard legends about playing at Philly, bro. I heard that place is impossible to damn play
Oh
at.
yeah, that you will get into fights in Philly. That's a fact. Those fans
Boy,
go
I've heard
hard.
legends. I've heard legends about that place, bro. Is it true that place
mhm.
cold like that?
You said cold?
Yeah,
I
cold like
will.
a like a.
I won't be surprised. It's right off the waters
Yeah,
and
it's shit. Yeah, that shit get cold.
two doors. You know what I mean? They're open, so I
Yeah, Philly
wouldn't.
get cold as hell.
Shit, yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
I think they get cold. They might get colder than us, maybe.
Shit, no, huh?
And time
With
because we
us,
surrounded by water though. We're surrounded by
but
water.
our thing was, I mean, at the Meadowlands. You know, what I mean, I'm not too sure how MetLife goes. You know, what I mean, I just know at the Meadow, the
Oh, the
winds was
Meadowlands was
fucking.
brick. Yeah, the Meadowlands was
The wind was
brick.
terrible, and no matter what you felt out there, as a fan, that wind tunnel was totally different down on the field. You know what I mean? So you had to have an arm to cut through that wind down
Yeah,
there. I mean,
the
that's
Meadowlands
one
was no
thing.
joke. That's probably how Philly is now, like the Meadowlands in terms of the winds and
But
or at
no,
least
but
the temperature.
I'm about to say I don't pay attention to the game, so I wouldn't know, what they say about it. But even during playoffs, you don't hear them say like, the winds is real terrible here. And Jalen Hurts don't. I mean, I don't know about his own. I don't
He's
know.
got he's got an elite. He's got an elite arm. Top 10,
Okay.
He
top
got
15
yeah,
arm. He can throw
he
that
got a
thing.
good
Big
arm.
dude. I mean,
Okay.
he ain't like Anthony Richardson. You know what I'm saying? But he's got a nice arm.
Yeah,
Anthony Richardson just gotta stay healthy because I like that dude. Pause. You know what I mean? I definitely like Anthony
yeah.
I
Richardson.
I'm
like his
rooting for him
story.
too. I was rooting
Pause.
for him too
I like his story.
because
Pause.
yeah, he got a yeah because he's not he's like Rocky, man, like for real. He's just rising up from all the doubters in front of all the doubters. He was proving everybody wrong. He just got to
Plus,
continue to do so.
plus he's from the ghetto, man. You know, as somebody who grew up in the inner city. You know, what I mean, and I don't mean to make it a martyr type thing or anything. But the thing is, when you really from that, I can always show love and appreciation, pause to people
Hmm.
because it's never easy. Even when you have two parents, it's never easy coming from an environment where it's just so hard with opportunity and stuff like that. And then he came from a single mother household too, man. So I look at Anthony Richardson. I see a lot of people I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta show him love and respect, bro, because it's
Struggle is
hard, bro.
real.
Stuff,
Struggle is
especially
Yeah,
real.
definitely.
especially in Florida, man.
Where's
Florida's
he
one of
from?
Gainesville. He's from the city of
Oh, he's
Gainesville.
from Florida. Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah, Gainesville. Yeah, Gainesville's the hood. Like that's where University of Florida is at.
Oh
Gainesville is down the road. Most of North Central Florida is hood. Like most of North Central Florida
yeah.
is hood. A lot of
See,
poverty.
people don't say that. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to be in the
Orlando,
South to know about Florida, bro.
Jacksonville, like all them, like Tampa's the only suburban place. That's only because a lot of rich people live there. But Jacksonville, Gainesville, Orlando, that's like that'd be the equivalent of some of y'all boroughs, I would assume. Like it's kind of like a lot of
Mhm.
poverty, a lot of gangs, a lot of
Oh
just
shit, we ain't even got no poverty. I don't even think New York has a ghetto anymore. We don't even have any more ghettos.
we got where
We
I'm
got
from.
hoods, but we ain't got no like where people are sitting there eating out the garbage when the guy throw out the rest of the food that they know. We ain't got it like that.
We that's
We
how it is where
we,
I'm from.
we advanced now.
Yeah,
We
God
advanced
bless y'all.
now.
God bless
Yeah,
y'all.
I ain't gonna front. That was one of the first thing I noticed. Like, you don't have a lot of even the low income people. Like everybody eating good. Like, there's
Yeah,
no
man.
But I guess Brownsville would be the only ghetto. I
For
guess
Brownsville,
Ooh, the
Brownsville.
yeah.
legendary, the infamous. That's Mike Tyson hood, huh?
Oh yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
legendary
yeah.
Brownsville, nigga. I didn't heard, nigga. That's all I ever heard about that place, was Brownsville. Nigga told me, said, bitch. He said, fuck a South Baton Rouge, fuck a Ninth Ward. He said, bitch, you ain't never seen Brownsville before. He
Yeah.
said, but that's all I ever
It
heard
take a
growing up in
special nigga.
Brownsville.
It takes special dudes to grow up in Brownsville, B. I tell you that.
I met a chick in college from Brownsville, bro. I thought she was a
You
man.
should have ran. You should have
Yeah,
ran.
hell yeah, boy. That chick was rough, man. That poor
You
thing,
should have
bro.
ran.
She talked like her feet dirty.
Mhm, mhm,
Oh
mhm.
Lord, baby. I met her when I was in college, but she was a good athlete.
Yo.
She played basketball for the university, and she went to one of the high schools. I forget what high school she told me, but it's a prominent high school that people from Brownsville and people from another notorious ghetto in that area go to. And she said
East
she
New
did
York.
something like that. She told me. She says, yeah. She said it.
Uh huh.
Yeah, something like that, boy. But she told me she went to private. She said she went to Christ the King or some
Oh,
school. She went to Christ, but she got put out. She told me she got
yeah,
put
because
out.
that's a damn Catholic school. They ain't
Yeah,
playing with you in them joints.
yeah, man. So I'm kind of familiar. I used to have an obsession with New York when I was a child. I used to wish I was from the when I was growing up in BR. I used to have an obsession with like Nas, Nori, people like that. I used to have a crazy obsession with like Nas and all them, bro. I wanted to be like them niggas growing up. Jim Jones. I used to think Jim Jones could beat anybody up when I was a kid.
Mhm,
I
mhm,
met the man.
mhm,
I thought they could beat
I'm not
everybody.
even gonna do what I was gonna do.
mhm,
I just think Jim
mhm,
Jones could beat everybody up growing up, bro.
mhm.
Real talk.
Yeah,
That was my
yeah,
hero
because
growing up, bro.
he became different after a while. I ain't saying
Boy,
he was no chump. I ain't saying
boy.
he was no chump. Like, nah, this
Jim
dude I
Jim
know
Jones,
personally.
he evolved into a capo.
Yeah, because he's always been a street dude. That yeah, he been in the street, do whatever he do. I don't know about the success rate. I don't know. I ain't gonna speak on that. But I know he was outside. I'm gonna say he was
That,
outside. He definitely
that
was outside.
Jomo, that Jomo
Yeah,
pause.
that's
You know what I
Jomo.
mean?
That's what I'm saying. I don't
That
call him Jim
Jomo.
Jones. It's difficult for me. I
I don't
call him
know him.
Jim Jones
I
so
don't know
people
him
know what I'm
personally.
talking about.
I used to think Jim Jones could beat every nigga in the world up, bro. I used to think he could beat up 50. Real talk.
I don't even think that'd go right.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I like I said,
I don't think that'd
that was
go
my
right.
guy growing up, bro. I used to be a Jim Jones. Obviously,
No,
you know rappers where
I'm
I'm
proud
from.
of him.
Oh yeah, you know
I'm
rappers
proud
where
of
I'm
him because
from.
he used to be trash. He used to be
Really.
trash. Yo, he was horrible. Like, remember, we from the same project. This dude was from the building next to mine. So, he'd come out and, everything in the 90s, like, you rapping. It's freestyle.
Hmm.
Yo, listen to this. Listen to this. I just wrote this shit. And niggas are, uh-uh. It'd
No.
be trash. Jomo was trash. And then he got better. Because when what's the name came out, that's when I became I had the ringtone, Seventh, Lennox, and what about the East Side? El
Mhm.
Barrio, we blowing smoke while we G ride. That's when
Yeah.
he started getting good. That's when it was like, all right, Jomo's he's here now. Jomo is here. Because he was dude, man, you know how to scuba, I got a house in Aruba and oh my gosh, man. That's when he was if you get Cam Confessions of Fire, you
Hmm.
hear Jomo and you'll be like, oh no, for real. Uncle Jackie wasn't lying. He was doodoo. He was trash.
Right. Y'all niggas gave me some history just now, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jomo got better as the more he got seasoned. Like Daniel Jones
Yeah.
should have. He should have got better the more seasoned he was, but he doesn't, and he didn't. He's a bum.
Facts. Fact,
sure.
Shout out to Jomo.
but he made a name for himself. You know what I mean? He did it. You know what I mean? He branched
Yeah,
off.
he's one of the worst quarterbacks ever. Oh, you
Yeah,
talking about Jomo?
Jomo.
I be sending Jacky some old Kevin Gates stuff, bro. I know Jacky be like, nigga, who the fuck is this?
No, I know who Kevin Gates is. I know who
Yeah,
he is, and some
yeah,
of his stuff I hear, it be alright.
yeah. Well,
Some of that should be it be alright. He's alright.
He
I grew up in the
different. He
same.
different. Kevin
I
Gates
grew
is
up in the
different.
same community as him. I
He
grew up in the
Yeah,
different.
same
he's
community as him.
definitely different.
Yeah, he
His
different.
interviews is different. The way his whole
Yeah,
he's different. He really
he
is
different.
different. I like to do. I like to hear him talk because he do say some shit. He do say some shit. He's intelligent. What's the name? Is it Mike? No, is it Mike Jones? It's somebody from down Atlanta. They smarter than a motherfucker. I think it's Mike Jones.
Well, he's from
He be
Houston.
all you. Hey, Mike Jones from Houston.
He's from Houston. Yeah, he's from
All
Houston.
right, well, that motherfucker is intelligent as hell because he's one of them dudes that advocate. Like he can go on one of them shows and advocate for the black people or
Uh,
for whatever because he can
You
speak with
talking about,
eloquence. The man is very very intelligent.
a
talking
lot
about
of
Killer
folks
Mike?
don't like him because he be exposing stupidity. People like
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike.
It's Killer Mike.
Okay,
It's Killer Mike, not Mike Jones. It's Killer Mike.
Killer
He's from
Mike.
Atlanta.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Killer Mike is from Atlanta.
Yeah, Killer
yeah,
Mike is from Atlanta. Yeah,
yeah,
that dude right there, bro.
Mike
He's
Jones
very
is
very
smart
very.
too, though. Yeah.
yeah.
Killer Mike,
And,
Killer Mike, Killer Mike's another one. A lot of people from the South don't like him because he be calling out people's stupidity. And the thing is,
Yes.
the reason, like, when I became more mature, I became a Killer Mike. I became a Killer Mike person. But
Yeah.
Killer Mike used to call out people who talked about advocacy, but they still rap about selling drugs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So Killer Mike the
Yeah.
type
He,
person,
he
man.
yeah. Shout out to Killer Mike because I discovered Killer Mike by scrolling, by just scrolling. I'm sitting here like, oh shit, this dude. I'm like, this the rap nigga that and I'm thinking of a song. And I'm like, damn, this nigga smart. This nigga
yo,
Killer Mike
you got
got.
about,
I'm gonna catch y'all
yeah, yeah,
boys
bro.
later. I'm at the gym right now. I pulled a late. I actually called y'all from work. I got off from work and now I'm about to go to the gym. Pull a late night. Say, Jack, I'm about to get at you in the DMs, bro. Let me know if you need anything. All right.
I appreciate you, bro. Zay, no doubt.
Thank y'all.
You hold
Thank
it
y'all for
down,
letting me
bro.
on, bro. All right.
You
Peace
Oh,
out.
already
no
Y'all be
know,
doubt,
bro.
good.
You
bro.
always welcome, bro. Peace.
All right.
Thanks for
Y'all be
Anytime,
joining,
good.
bro.
man.
Be safe out there, man.
Peace,
You too,
bro.
brother.
Yeah, Killer Mike got a documentary out where he tried to do like eat and live all black, like live off the land but all black. And I mean, all
It's
black
more
home.
difficult than you think to do that.
It is, and it came down from him smoking weed. From a person not getting it from a white man type of thing. So you laugh at certain things inside that documentary, but it also shows that black owned ain't black owned. You know what I mean? Or certain things is black owned, and we very little on what we own. You know what I mean? As far as
Man, if
you know, coming from the
if
bottom
you don't
type
have
shit.
a direct connect to the farm, if you don't have the direct connect, and that is the good thing about being down here. But it's rare. Like, when the hell is somebody from Atlanta going to really be friends with somebody that owns a farm? Because if you have their direct connect shit, you got your man. Especially if he slaughters his own food. I'm sure he does. So you sit there buy them steaks at his prices, like, and you'll probably come off with slabs. Because that's been my point. See, Killer Mike is good. He does the black people thing. I'm just talking about monetarily. Period. No matter who you get the shit from. I want to buy big ass slabs and cut them down into the steaks, the ribs, the whatever I want to cut it down to. You know what I mean? And you save so much bread. The only shit is your diet has to be a huge portion of cow. Let me say cow. You have to love the cow. You have to absolutely love the cow. Like I love the cow, but goddamn, I can't do it every day because as good as the cow is, it affects your body too.
No, well, your body can't break down it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
As
takes
fast.
longer. Yeah,
Man,
But
so
maybe they say that because these people don't cook it all the way.
no, I
I
mean
think I
they
think
just speaking. They're just speaking in general, and then you got to see that we always you actually have people living who live longer. You know what I mean? What they eat off. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't eat this meat every day. You know what I mean? They don't have the luxury of eating it every day. You know what I mean? And even if you did have the luxury, you wouldn't eat it every day because again, it clogs up your system. Um, Circulation of the blood, mucus inside your body. All of that get played a part depending on your intake and your outtake. 'Cause depending if you shit it out right, you know what I mean? Shit it out. You shit every
yeah.
day. That's being pure facts, you know what I mean? You shit every day,
Yes.
you probably a little bit better than everybody else, you know what I mean? Unless you got a tapeworm inside you, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
But get back to the schedule in hand about that. We talk about our Giants, man. We gotta go there. We've been dreading
We got
that
to,
for
man. Damn. I thought we
the
did.
last
I said Daniel Jones' name like 4 times. That was talking
yeah.
about the Giant.
Told you Sam Darnold was kind of on us, and we predicted the loss of
I mean, Sam Darnold looked good because Daniel Jones didn't.
well, that's true
Because he
too.
knew how many touchdowns he had.
2 weeks, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for 208 yards, which was trash. You know what I
Ex-
mean?
Exactly. He did that because Daniel Jones is trash. When you get the ball, if you get the ball 10 times, you could do that easily. Get the ball 10 times, you can easily put up 208 yards and
Yeah,
get
cause
2 touchdowns.
he was 19. He was 19 for 24 for 208. Our man was 22 for 42 with 186 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Exactly. And you see that's the difference, right? What was the score again? Something to 13?
28-6. Why are you giving us 13? Who scored 13?
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I must be thinking about the Jets. And they had 19. They had 19.
19.
Yeah, they lost by 13. Okay, okay. And you said
One of the
28
most
to 6.
Yeah, one of the most disrespectful things I see the Giants organization did so far, and I don't care, you
4 years,
know, but
160.
but to give off the number 26 so fast to Devin Singletary, who I don't think was 26 anywhere in his
This
career.
this 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 part ain't fair. The Giants was always down. You can't blame Devin Singletary because if you're always down, you're gonna abandon the running game. I'm not
Oh
gonna
well,
put this on
no,
Devin
I don't even
Singletary.
down. But if you know that I could line up same thing that was Zaquan was going to. If you know that the biggest threat is your running game, and you don't have to worry about the passing so much, so then you're gonna put 8 in the box for us. You know what I mean? And you're gonna your running back ain't gonna get nowhere unless he a workhorse, and you're gonna wait hit tear him
Yeah, Devin
down. But you get
Singletary's not the
off.
same frame as Saquon Barkley. He's not the same, but he's not
He's
supposed to be the same.
no,
The
no.
quarterback position is supposed to free up the running back position. Really, when you excuse me, when you're the quarterback, if you are a real quarterback, even a decent one, a decent quarterback always makes the defender like, damn it, we got to back up. We can't sit here and put, as you said, the 8 in the box.
Mhm.
You can't do that with a good quarterback. You do that with a good quarterback, you're going to get slaughtered.
Facts.
So
I
once
agree.
you stop that 8 in the box and aggressive pass rush, then now you can open up. Now Devin Singletary can take that 31 dive. He can take that 32 dive. That damn power. He could do this now because now they expect and they
Mhm.
got to respect the pass. So now he can get
Facts.
in the open field and he can show you what he can do. Like, man,
And
I don't
again,
know. I don't know, man.
and again,
I
like
know what
what
I
you
speak
said,
of, but that.
again, like what you said, you abandon the running after you playing from behind. You can't run no more. So he had 10
Yeah,
carries for
pause.
37 yards. So they already messed up his Giants debut.
Debut.
Neighbors, #1 draft pick for us, for our first round draft pick, I should say. He had 5 receptions for 66, no touchdowns as of yet. Robinson, he had 6 receptions for 44 yards. And Slayton, he had 3 receptions for 26 yards. and I think he left the game with a concussion, and I think he's out
And you
for
setting
the.
my man up.
And
Setting
he's
my
out for
man up.
their biggest
Yo,
target on the field that he's setting them up. But
yo,
I
oh
think
man.
I think Swing's out for the game for the next game. We're gonna do a
Yo, oh
rundown
boy.
of the
Get my
next
arm
games.
ready, man. Get my arm ready, bro, because I might have to. I don't want to coach nobody. I want to do it myself. Like, look, Daniel, is this easy?
You stupid. Thursday night game. We got the Bills versus the Dolphins.
Oh, who I think?
Yeah,
Bills.
Bills. I think
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins gonna win that one.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
close in thought, but
yeah.
Bills,
49ers versus the Vikings.
49ers,
49ers. Seahawks versus Patriots.
Seahawks,
Giants versus Commanders.
Commanders. I don't have no faith in us no more. We can't even beat Jaden
Chargers
Davis.
versus
I said we were
Panthers.
going to go 2-0. I said we were going to go 2-0 when I first did this shit. We were going to have a spark when we started, and then we would go garbage. But we're just going to go garbage all the way. We're going to skip the spark. I'm not even going to say 1-1. 0-2. Jane Daniels, and he's not even going to have a good game. That's going to be the fucking bad part. He's not even going to have a good game, because our defense is half-ass defense, decent. It's more than decent. Shit, we only gave up 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So no. Giants 1-1. Giants go 1-1. I'm just saying.
Chargers and Panthers.
Chargers,
And my pick for you said Seahawks and Patriots?
Seahawks.
You said
Yeah, we did
Seahawks.
that one up.
I said Seahawks. I'll say I'm going with the Giants with the Commanders. Chargers and
Yeah.
Panthers. I'm going with Chargers. You said Chargers as well. Saints and Cowboys.
Either way, they play indoors. Cowboys by a slim margin. Sorry, B
Yeah,
Turner.
I think it's gonna be a Cowboys too. And I think it's gonna be a shootout. Um,
Yeah, I think that's what exactly is going to be a
yeah.
shootout.
Colts and Packers. Jordan Love, I think is out.
Oh, ain't he out?
Yeah, he's out. He's ruled out so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Richardson, Colts.
Yeah, Colts too. Browns and Jaguars.
Mm,
I got the Jags
Jags,
in them. Yeah, I got the Jags as well. Jets versus Titans.
Jets.
Jets as well. Buccaneers versus Lions.
Um,
I think Campbell won. I think
I'm
Dan
going with
Campbell.
Baker Mayfield. I'm going with the Bucks.
I got the Lions on that one. Raiders and Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah. Rams and Cardinals.
Rams.
Got the same team with you. Bengals and Chiefs. Chiefs.
Hmm.
Steelers and Broncos.
Steelers.
And Sunday night games, the Bears and Texans.
All right, this is the next one.
I'm going with the
I don't need to
Steelers and
answer that
Texans.
shit.
I'm going with the Steelers and Texans as well. And the Monday night game is the Falcons and Eagles.
Eagles.
Got
Eagles.
Eagles as well. So we split like on 2 or 3 games, which is the Buccaneers. Yeah, that's it, I think. And you said the Vikings gonna beat the 49ers. Okay, cool.
The fuck. Sam Darnold, though he ain't even gonna throw for 208 this game.
Yeah, in the game.
He ain't gonna throw for 208 this game.
That's facts, man. Yeah, man. I mean,
Giants just need a quarterback. I've never seen. Oh my god, if we could have had Saquon Barkley back and then have a different quarterback this year, the what ifs are just like, come on, man, come on. We could have took Jaden Daniels,
they got rid of Barkley because
maybe.
he
He
was
speaks because he speaks.
no, because he wanted to get Tyrod Taylor back, and they didn't want to sign Tyrod Taylor. So they said, you know what, we're gonna get rid of two birds with one stone. You go
Two
that way,
niggas with
you
one
go.
stone. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, two birds.
that's what they said. That's what they said. I just
Giants
closed
be
my door.
getting away with subtle racism for decades. For
I just
decades.
I just told somebody that uh, we didn't keep him
It's always been subtle.
because he wasn't their con. You know what I mean?
But
I
I
mean,
also throw it's got to be more subtle than that. It's because he was an undersized quarterback and they wanted a bigger guy back there behind behind center.
yeah, call it what you
That you
want to
know,
call it.
you got to be subtle though. You got that's what makes it subtle. Because why sign him in the first place? And then he
Yeah,
does well. Why would you get rid of somebody who learned your system and thrived in it? I mean, because he was too small and he didn't fit the prototypical quarterback that we normally get. And then it's beautiful because Eli Manning 6'4", 6'5", Kerry Collins 6'5", Kurt Warner 6'4", Dave Brown 6'4", 6'5". What Phil Sims was what 6'2", 6'3", and you got this guy Tyrod Taylor who's 6'1", 6 feet on a bad day. So I know if I would have played, I wouldn't have been able to play for them.
yeah.
I
You said I
wouldn't
had
have been
two.
able to play for home.
He said I had two strikes.
Oh hell yeah, automatically. I'm only 6 feet tall, and I'm not even a prototypical quarterback. Yes I am. I got a good. I could throw. I could cut the fucking wind.
I don't know. It just hurts me that we got to deal with this week 1 all the way down to week 17.
Well,
That's
that's a you thing. You see what you got on. You see what I got on. I'm
that's all
celebrating
right.
this right now.
That's all right. I'm just
Those are-
celebrating that tomorrow. You know what I mean? That tomorrow Saturday when I go to the game, enjoying myself for
Yeah,
real.
yeah. You should. You said
Getting
what day?
booed
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Hmm. What time is the game?
In the evening.
Oh, so I probably won't be able to do your. You'll probably have to film it and make a story.
Yeah. It's in the evening. I think it's after 7 or yeah, I think it's after 7. It's a night game.
And then after that, we got the 5-12 Giants. I'm still gonna give them 5-12. I don't know who the hell they're gonna beat, but they might upset somebody, keep them out the playoffs, or fuck up their playoff standing. Why the fuck can I? Time out.
We just we just sad, man. Like I said, starting week 1 and we got mad question marks that shouldn't be, up there you know what I mean? It's supposed to be it is what the game is at 4 o'clock. The game is at 4 o'clock. That's good.
What's your baseball game?
Yeah.
I might be able to help you.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I would have to have slept and woke up at like 3.
I'm gonna try to make that happen either way. But I'm gonna try to get some footage no matter what. so that way I could throw it on the show. Like I said, I want to go live so I could, talk to the players, talk to the not the players, but talk to the fans, get their input and output on the intake of the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'll be definitely be cool.
So it is what it is. But any final thoughts? Any final comments? This is our second show right here. I'm fucking getting from this
Tired.
shit. Or there's
You know
somewhat.
who else is? You know who else is tired? Daniel Jones. Tired
Uh,
ass.
uh, uh, uh,
Dude is he's the fucking pits. Daniel Jones, when they sat there, was like, yo, I need $1 million. Give me $1 million. Normally I would feel bad because it's like get off his, but you deserve that, man. Like, come on, bro. Like your 6th year. You know who I would have been in my 6th year, even if I didn't even last as a starting quarterback because of my height. But I bet you I'd have been coaching by now. I'd have been good enough. I'd have
you
been
know
like
what
Taysom Hill, to be real.
you know what Daniel Jones did? He said, "Give me my money." Everybody went.
His Duke education did that. His Duke education got him that money.
Then, yo, as you were just talking, that's all I thought about. I said he was like, "Give me my money." Everybody clapped around. Saquon said, "Give me my money." He was like, "No, no, 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 no." People so fucking butt hurt right now. That nigga was good with us. What the fuck you thought he was gonna do somewhere else? They had a better line than us. They had a better team than us. Like, you thought he was gonna suck? You thought he was gonna get injured? But the first play of the game, to be honest with you, he almost he slipped and fell and lost like 5 yards. It was like, oh shit. Oh shit. But
Wait,
then
hold
after
on,
that,
bro. Hold on.
yeah, got you. Then after that, it was a wrap for Saquon Barkley. He did his thing. He was like, fuck y'all, let me show you what to do. Okay. Wop wop, and did what he did. Which the Giants still kept him. But what could we do? What could we say? I'm not the GM, know what I mean? Wish I
Yeah,
was, because I would have kept my man. Pause.
I'd have definitely kept Saquon Barkley. You crazy? And I'm not mad at him for getting his bread because Saquon Barkley is a real talent. He's one of the top running backs, still top 5. Easy. It's Christian McCaffrey. And then
You gotta
and
give him top
then
three. You gotta give him top three, if not the second number.
I'm waiting to see where the number 2 is. Who else that can do what he can do or what they can do? Because he's a poor man's Christian McCaffrey. If you really, they're the same damn player.
Christian
Saquon might be a
McCaffrey,
little more durable.
I think he got, what, 2 more years than Saquon in the NFL? Or 1 more year than Saquon? So he
I think
proved
it's
his door.
I think
Huh?
it's more than it's like 3
I
or
think
4.
so. So
Remember, he was
I'm
on
giving,
Carolina for a while.
yeah, and his durability showed there. You know what I mean? And he did that wear and tear, hard body over there without no line or with very minimal line. You know what I mean? And
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 just
they
Steve
showed him
Smith.
the money. They showed him the money.
Yeah. Especially knowing that how powerful they're gonna be with him off the Frisco.
Yeah.
Because I know he got the money before Frisco, but Frisco didn't mind taking the money, taking on the money because it's like, hey, shit, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why the not? And Saquon Barkley is one of those pieces. 3 years, 36 million, and he probably would have took 34 from y'all.
Yeah.
He probably would have took 34.
I think Barkley had a lot of loyalty to New York, but once he realized New York didn't value him as much, he just was like, "Yo, like I'm taking that as a business deal, and I got to do what's best for me." You know what I mean?
You got it. He
And
was best.
and his family. You know what I mean?
Because 3 years, 24 million, 3 years, 36 million. Which one? I mean, it's not even in the same region. I ain't saying that's what the Giants gave. I don't know, but I think that's what they was probably trying to do. Go off of 1 year, 8 million a year. That man don't deserve 8 million. He's the franchise, not the damn quarterback. He was the franchise.
He's probably a better quarterback than DJ in the backfield if you let him give him opportunity. I think he was a great player, picking up the blitz, coming out the backfield, catching, running, as we all know, being an exclusive back. He was a superstar, bro. And not for nothing, we fumbled the ball, we fumbled the bag, we fumbled the players. We had him and Odell on the same freaking team, on the same freaking team at the same time, and we just didn't work it out right, man. Because we had a dynamic dude, but we want to cater to a quarterback that, like, come on, yeah, that's what it comes down to, bro. And that's real talk, like. And he's not doing that. You showed he wasn't showing his tattoo. He was showing the shade of his, you know what I mean, pigmentation.
That's the subtle racism that is the New York Giants. I don't care what you say. Because Odell Beckham was, once again, another generation of talent. You're drafting these players. They're great players. They're great in college, and then it translates to the NFL. It's translating, which means you are drafting well. You're just not keeping what you're drafting. After one contract, you're done with him. And Odell Beckham, yeah, his little antics, it didn't warrant him to be shipped away. It did not warrant him to be shipped away. And then you just shape it in like his wear and tear on his body has been tremendous. It's subtle racism. It's subtle. It's subtle. Saquon Barkley, hey, we just didn't feel. And then he busts out 3. Wait till he gets to us. Wait till he get his foot in our ass. You just wait. You just fucking wait. His first touchdown, he probably injured himself with the celebration.
And we play that man 2 times.
And he's going to have 4 touchdowns. Maybe 6.
I believe that as well, bro. I'm not.
I think they're going to perfectly feed him. They're going to perfectly feed him. They gave him 24 touches. 26 touches.
I do not do that.
Yeah, he's going to kill us, man. And then he's an every down back. Yeah, you said exclusive back. Yeah, he's an every down fucking back. He don't need to come out in the third down. He don't need to come out.
Nope.
And then you can line him up in the slot.
You can line him up and wide.
Yeah, you really can. Because what you gonna put a linebacker on him or a safety? I smell a quick slant. That's just me.
The halfback wheel was always a thing that the Giants ran, and even with going back to Cheeky Barber days, and
Even they did it with the fullback too.
Yeah, facts. Like that's one play that he excelled at playing for us, and talking about Barkley, and like you said, who you gonna put on him? A linebacker? You know what I mean? That linebacker,
a safety.
Very few linebackers could hold on and go south and west and north and south with Barkley. You know what I mean?
I don't think none of them could. And then if you put a safety, he's faster than safeties. All of them. He's faster than all the safeties. There's not a safety. Maybe the Honey Badger. Maybe Tyrann Mathieu. Maybe. But and then if you put a corner on him, how is the physicality is just going to be? He's going to run him over.
It's just crazy. We wasted talent that we had on. We drafted.
Wasted. We still got Daniel Jones. We did well on defense in terms of getting rid of linebackers that weren't worth anything and linemen. I mean, we had to lose good ones, but hey, it is what it is. It's all a part of the business. But they've relatively kept everything all right. And 28-6, like I said again, I'm not knocking the defense. I am not knocking the defense. I'm saying that I'm seeing 14-6 if there's no turnovers, no two picks, especially a pick sixes. Was it two pick sixes? I know it was one.
It was one that I remember. I'm trying to remember the other one. I don't think
Oh
it was
no,
one.
no, because I think their backup came in too and threw a touchdown.
So it's just horrible showing, and whether it be, you can't say it's play calling, because again, if you put a different guy in that behind the center, you get
They can
different
make
results. You know what I mean? And they can make something happen. The line got better. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about offensive line. So there should be more room and more time in that pocket for you to make better decisions. And it's just horrible, bro. Like I said, we talking about a quarterback change already. And that's
Oh
maybe
no, I don't
just
want to see Drew Lock either. I don't want to
I
see
don't
him.
see, I don't want to see the Vito either, but it's just horrible, bro. It's just horrible. Just
I think
horrible.
I'd rather go with DeVito at this point. It can't be the shit. We already gonna go 5-12, man. I mean, what's going 4-13 gonna do? Should we get a higher draft pick? Let DeVito finish out a year. Let's see if he got the damn cannolis. And let's do this shit. I
You
gotta get
give
this shit.
him it's crazy. But yeah, man, we're going on almost to 15 minutes away from 2 hours. Any final thoughts? Any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to everybody who tuned in, who gonna tune in later. Giants fans all over because you suffer with us. Um, Texans versus 49ers in the Super Bowl, and that might he might not win that one. 49ers might be your champions this year, but we'll see how the season goes. And let's go Mets, of course. Shout out to the Mets. Shout out to Francisco. My fault. He said he hates Frankie. Francisco, keep doing what you do, bro. MVP, OMG.
All right, now shout out to
Yeah, salute the
Brian.
Easterners for coming through. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Brian for coming through. Appreciate you stopping by. And you always welcome on the show. You're very knowledgeable. And your input was very awesome tonight. So appreciate you, brother.
Articulate.
Um, Shout out to Miss Brenson, everybody that joined us, Denise, Olo, Mr. Goodbread. Thanks for coming back again. Yeah, that check out his Shannon Sharp situation that you got going on Mr.
Yeah, that shit
Goodbread
is funny.
reaction. Check it out. Uh, Dante, appreciate you stopping by. T, Faku, everybody else, Yellow Tape, thanks for stopping by as well. Grace. Uncle Boo, LLC, appreciate you. Check out Uncle. Type that into YouTube. Type that into the Google search, and you see some items that you could probably pick up for yourself and for probably your lady. You know what I mean? He makes it organic. So check it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, we out here. We appreciate you, Uncle Jackie. Like I said, this is the spin-off off of your show, the panel that we had going on Uncle Jacky Network. We
Well, have
missing one of our guys. Half, you know what I mean, half supposed to be here representing the Pittsburgh Steelers and his opinion on his team state of play and what's going on over there. So hopefully we get him back on the show within the next couple of weeks. We're
we're
gonna
gonna
try
keep
to
it
bring
official. Wait, we're gonna keep it official. Hef is on vacation right now. He'll be back with us hopefully by next week when his vacation is over. And that'll be that.
yeah, fact. Hopefully we're gonna bring you some special guests as well. I'm gonna try to line up Paul is this guy who streamed the Giants games, who go to Giants games, and he's a
Yo,
real Giant fan. Yeah, Joe Giant. I'm gonna try to get him on the show. I was trying to get him on since last year, but it didn't pan out the right way. But I'm trying to take this serious for you guys and bring you some sports. I'm a little tired right now, so I'm part in the monologue
yeah, my
and the
show.
dialogue.
My shoulders are killing me. What you just do about you knocking on what 3.5 hours or something like that?
Yeah, about almost 4 hours. The other show was almost
That's
two
why I
hours.
keep rocking back and forth, looking like a damn fiend.
Yo, man. Yo, peace, and I appreciate you for coming out again, bro.
Yeah,
And
no doubt, no doubt.
we signing off.
With the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. Arms so hard, gotta stack that cash out my belt. Got the beats banging, speakers bumping loud. I'm the king of the game, standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, gotta stack that cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the sea. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on fire, we the ones in charge. Ain't no time. Turn it up, let the beat drop low. Yellow tape everywhere, it's our time to show.
Brandon,
My name is Branson. I always appreciate your love and support. You have a good night.
shout out to Coach Bo.